Shalom Aleichem. Welcome to the vaadba Aliyah. This is something I'm very excited about. This is a fresh idea, a new idea, which we just really started germinating, and the idea really just started last week. One of the constant themes of challenge once you leave yeshiva is trying to sense that sense of Aliyah, that you're growing. When you leave yeshiva, whether you're leaving for college, whether you're leaving for parnasa, whether you're leaving and even going on to kollel very often, and have a mishpacha, or working, whatever it is that you're doing, the one thing you have is you have a lot more responsibilities, and very often mitoch kotzer ruach va'avoda kasha, you're trying so hard to keep up with your responsibilities that sometimes the one part which is left out, it's hard to set aside time to think, it's hard to set aside time to grow. And when you feel like you're just trying to catch up with yourself, even with all the wonderful things you're doing, then that sense of aliyah is lacking. Now the truth is, in our first midah, which we're going to start on tomorrow, we're going to be osek in that topic of aliyah. But right now I really want to give an introduction to what the vaad is going to be about. And what the vaad is not going to be about. The vaad is not going to be about me. It's not going to be a passive vaad. It's not going to be a shrine to Shalavim, and it's not going to be a shrine to Rav Ezra. What the vaad is going to be about is going to be about avoda. Now I realize that one of the challenges and the reason we're coming to this, the vaad, and the whole basis of the idea of the vaad is that we don't necessarily have a lot of time. But the yesod of a vaad, the most basic yesod of a vaad, doesn't require a lot of time. The most basic yesod of a vaad is that a person at any point realizes that there's something that they're growing in, something that they're working on. And and I'm going to write below, we're going to write some of the guidelines, I'm going to give the basic ha'aras of what the goals of the vaad are. But its most basic sense, it's to do whatever we can at any level to feel like we're growing in something. Okay? I delineated below the fact that the three basic goals are going to be, number one, having something that we're all thinking about at the most basic level, that we're davening for, that we're conscious of, and in the same way that like a daf yomi has an aspect that even when you're sitting in a beis medrash by yourself and being osek in daf yomi, you know that you're part of a bigger group, that there's thousands of other people who are being osek in the same daf. The same aspect by avoda. Same aspect by avoda when I know that this week there's something which I'm conscious of, something which I'm more sensitive to, something which I'm more thoughtful about, and I know that other people who are around me and other people in the beis medrash, other people b'chlal, are also thinking about the same issue. It gives a tremendous amount of chizuk. At the most basic level we have that, and so therefore at the most basic level it doesn't take a lot of time. It means coming in, again it means coming in, seeing what the topic is. Like I said, it's not going to be about me. We're going to have lots and lots of, I hope to have many guest speakers. Certainly we're going to start with the first topic. Mirz Hashem, Rav Lopiansky of Yeshiva of Greater Washington is going to be speaking for a few minutes. Each video is going to be short, only between 3 and 5 minutes. Mirz Hashem. Mirz Hashem, Rav Khan, my Rebbe, from YU is going to be speaking. Rabbi Bacon, hopefully will be speaking. David Ruvain, Lesson will be speaking. So it's not going to be just solely focused on a recreation of vaad from yeshiva. It's going to be very different. It's going to be an opportunity for each person to grow. It doesn't replace dibuk chaverim, which you can have when you have a vaad amongst each other. You definitely can't get that same experience. But there's other additions, meaning you can feel like there's a greater group which is involved. It doesn't have to replace that. That's the first aspect of the vaad. There's another aspect of the vaad which is that ultimately with avoda you can't do avoda passively. And besides just coming and noticing that there's a topic, if anyone can add, whatever a person can add, the reason why this is set up not as a blog, but in a format that everyone can be mosif. Can be mosif not just in Ma'ir Makomos, can be mosif in ideas, can be mosif in sensitivities, can be mosif in things which are difficult. You don't have to sign it. You can mosif in eitzas, things which have helped. It's a way for us to join together, not in a social network type of sense, but in a yeda. We can be bone a mareches avoda and continue to be build as of the Hashem. Now the format, as again, like I read below, is going to be a format where there's going to be one vaad for each 2 weeks, with things being added, and certainly a video from someone being added in each week at least. But after that vaad is over, the vaad is still going to be on the page on the side. Meaning you can always go back to the vaadim when there's something which you're dealing with, or even importantly, when you hear a Dvar Torah on anything, even not the specific vaad which you're dealing with at the current time, you're still able to go over there and to add to that topic. That's the yesod of the vaad, and Mirz Hashem, we hope to be able to continue it. We hope for it to be a way that everyone can, when they're looking for a type of avoda, a type of way to be growing, that they always have if they're lost. Besides the natural ways to call people and ask Eitzah, this also hopefully is not creating a greater dependency, but Adarabah is creating a greater independence, that we have a way to go, search, add, be more involved, and not just become passive in our avoda. It's something I'm very excited about. I hope it's medaber. Hope it's something which will be helpful. At the same time, obviously, everyone's open for giving ha'aras, things which they've added, people they'd love to hear, be involved in the vaad. Obviously, I will try to be getting as many people and personalities involved in the vaad as possible. It's something I'm excited about. It's something which some of the Bachrim I've spoken to have been very excited about. I apologize that the process of getting signed into the vaad is a little bit difficult, but on the other hand, that takes a little bit of hishtadlus, which is done to make sure that there's a actual joining of vaad. You're not just peering through a window looking in to see what the vaad is doing, but you actually become a little bit a part of the vaad. It's just starting. I know there's things which can be fixed. I'm open to criticism. I'm open to ha'aras. I'm open to anything which can help the avoda be better. The purpose here is purely just so that we have a format. We can try a new format, that we can retain that sense of constantly being ovid, growing, shoef. The path to Gadlus is always up. And Be'ez Hashem, there should be a chizuk for everyone. There's also it's important to look, let me figure out where that would be, over there at the link for guidelines to posting. When you do want to post and add something, so just beforehand at the beginning, probably after you see the introduction, just take a look at some of the guidelines so you see what that'll give an eitzah even before you plan on voting. That gives us, before you plan on posting, that gives a sense of what we're going to be trying to do, because based on what I'm recommending that we add, it's kedai to look when we see the first vaad come up, which Mirz Hashem will come up already by you on either late Sunday night or Monday morning. It'll come. I'll be putting it up in Mirz Hashem late Sunday night or Monday morning. So you'll already see what the format is. It'll be something similar to a Wikipedia, where it's broken into sections of places you can add, and really this is a project which I'm excited about, and I hope that you're excited also. Anyway, B'nai Aliyah, you can mention to anyone. This is not an exclusive club. It will be obviously the terms and the usage. It'll be comfortable for what we generally feel comfortable with. Meaning, I'm not going to start speaking the lashon of Isaac and Abraham, but certainly this is not something which is going to be exclusive. Anyone who you feel would be benefit from it, enjoy it, you should certainly let them know. And Mirz Hashem, we'll go weiter in the Ella from here. Shekach. Have a good Shabbos.